Hey, it's Kristen from KristenOnDemand.com, and on this channel, you will see videos all about teaching ESL online for new, aspiring, and veteran teachers. And in this video, we are going to be talking all about how to get a raise with GoGoKid. How can you make more money? How can you get bumped up to that next level of base pay? Stick around, we're gonna talk all about it. Okay. So GoGoKid just announced their service fee rating adjustment guidelines. And basically what these are guidelines that tell you what you can do as a teacher to get a raise in your base pay, or what GoGoKid calls your service fee. How do we do it? What can you do to get a bump in pay? Here's what you can do. Okay, so with GoGoKid, you're eligible to receive your first raise, or at least be considered for it, during your third contract. So you sign your contract, 6 months go by, you sign your second contract, 6 more months go by, third contract. So really, it's after a year of being with GoGoKid, you're eligible for that first raise, okay? Okay, the first thing that you can do is reach that credit score level of level 5. They want you to aspire to be in that level 5. Now, we all want to be in that level 5 anyway. That helps us with our incentive pay. GoGoKid wants you to be there too. If you can be there, that is one of the criteria that you can meet to help you get that bump in pay when that time comes around. So what GoGoKid wants to see as far as your credit score is that you have maintained this level 5 for at least 300 days of your time with GoGoKid, okay? That is criteria number 1. If you do that, you will have earned yourself 40 points. You will have banked, ka-ching, 40 points. That 40 points will go into a bank rating adjustment score. Now, based on how much you pay, you need a specific amount of this score. You need a specific number to even be considered for a raise, which I will get into a little bit later in the video. What number, based on what your base pay is now, what you should be aspiring towards. But just know that in order to get these 40 points, you need to maintain a level 5 for your credit score, level 5 incentive credit score, for at least 300 days to bank this 40 points in there, okay? Good. Next. This next one has to do with how many classes are you teaching with GoGoKid. GoGoKid, their new incentive just rolled out. They want to see us teaching more classes. This is also seen in their raise. They want to see you teaching more classes, and they are going to award you for doing so in this way as well. So here's how this looks. You complete at least 1,200 classes or more leading up to that third contract. This will also allow you to bank, ka-ching, 40 more points. Now, these classes have to be finished as scheduled. Student no-show, student IT, student cancellation, or system IT. Any of those will count as these 1,200 classes. So they do not have to be all as scheduled classes. Any of those criteria that I just listed will count toward those 1,200 classes that you need to bank in order to receive these 40 points, okay? Good. What else? Okay, GoGoKid also wants you to be teaching during those peak hours. They want you to be teaching during those peak hours. So they want at least 600 of your classes, half of those 1,200 classes that they want you to hit. They want 600 of those to be in the peak times. So if you do that, if you can reach 600 classes during the peak hours, you get 20 points banked into that little bank that you need. You will get 20 more points into your little bank if you can teach 600 classes during peak hours. Okay, teacher no-shows is another big one. If you have 2 or less teacher no-shows during this time, they will allow you to bank another 20 points into that adjustment score. That's huge. Show up, be there, don't get any no-shows. You've got 20 points banked right off the bat. Easy, easy peasy. it says less than or equal to. So I'm assuming based on that you can have 2 teacher no-shows and still get these points, or obviously less. But as soon as you get that third one, these points are gone for you. So just 2 or less. Okay, still in the realm of cancellations, your cancellation percent rate needs to be less than or equal to 0.6%. How in the world do they figure that out? Well, they take your teacher cancellation 2-hour, teacher cancellation 24-hour, both of those teacher cancellations, and they divide them by the total number of classes that you've taught in that 320-day period that they are reviewing in order to see if you are eligible for this raise. And that's how they come up with that number. So that, I mean, you know how many cancellations you've had and you know how many classes you've had, so you can go ahead and do the math on that, but they are looking for a number that is less than or equal to 0.6%. If you can hit that or less, then you get another 20 points. So 20 points for you. Good job. Okay, also built in here is your 5-star rating. So they want to see greater than 25% 5-star rating for classes. Now, this is not broken down by month. This is for, again, all of your classes. So this would be your 5-star reviews divided by the total number of classes that you have taught. They are looking for greater than 25%. It does not say greater than or equal to, it says greater than 25%. Now, I know that GoGoKid also said that because they have this stipulation in there to be eligible to receive a raise, that they are working on having programs roll out to parents to try to incent them to leave feedback, things like that, because they know that whether or not parents leave feedback is something that teachers really don't have any control over. So they are trying to help have parents leave feedback for teachers, so at least we have consistent feedback coming in. Now, it is up to us whether or not we're getting, 5-star ratings or not, but at least GoGoKid is going to try to incent the parents to leave feedback after classes, so at least we have that piece in place for us. But again, greater than 25%, 20 more points for you. Yes, very good. So let's take a look at the chart. It breaks it all down so you can kind of take a look at what I've just broken down for you, and you can see for yourself what this looks like. Take a look. Okay, so how many points you need to bank really depends on what your base pay is. If you're making less than or equal to $7 all the way up to $8, you need 120 points banked to be considered for a raise or a service fee adjustment. And you must have completed more than 1,200 classes. They did put that stipulation in there for this base pay. So if you're making between less than or equal to $7 an hour up to less than or equal to $8 an hour, you need to have banked 120 points, and you have to have completed 1,200 classes. Those are the stipulations to be considered for a service fee adjustment under the new guidelines. Next, okay, if you are making more than $8 an hour but less than or equal to $9 an hour, you need to bank 140 points to be eligible for a service fee adjustment under the new guidelines. There are no class stipulations that you need to meet, but you do need to hit that 140 points. You can hit more, but 140 is the bare minimum that you need to meet. And finally, if you are anywhere from $9 to $10 an hour for your base pay right now, you need to hit 160 points to be eligible for a service fee adjustment under the new guidelines. Again, no class stipulations fall with this one either, but you have to hit that 160 points to be eligible for a service fee adjustment under these new guidelines. So I have another chart that you can take a look at that will show you a visual of what I just broke down for you. So let's take a look. So teachers who have met the corresponding qualifications will only be offered a 50-cent rating increase under this guideline. Currently, the highest service fee rating is $10, and teachers with the highest rating are not yet eligible for an adjustment under this guideline. Okay, so as the guidelines stand right now, you are eligible to apply to be considered for a raise or a service fee adjustment the first time during your third contract. So after your first year of teaching. If you are approved and you get an increase, then you cannot apply again for another 2 contracts or another year. However, if you apply and you are denied, then GoGoKid says that the next contract you can apply again, and you can keep applying until you are approved. However, if you are ever approved, you need to wait another 2 contracts before you can apply again for another service fee adjustment. Okay? Now, this is just how the guidelines stand now. They could always change. They could change them again now anytime. The guidelines that came out said that they are going to be good through February 28th of next year, 2021. We'll see if they stand. They could either choose to keep them the same next year, or they could come up with something different. But hopefully, at least for the next year, this video is relevant, and how service fee adjustment is calculated and how you go about getting a raise. This is how you go about it. So I hope that if you are coming up on a contract that you would be eligible for a raise, that this helps you know how to determine whether or not you would be eligible. So if it does, I hope you comment below and let me know. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos like this one. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.